I like my job and my profession you know, is not usually highly looked upon by these guys and some people on the outside because they feel that we're all very mean and aggressive and we like to hurt people, but we don't. We want them to trust us, to know that we have their security in mind, their comfort in mind, all while dealing with the justice system. Fair enough. It's not beating people up. It's not, I'm gonna come in here and, you know, be all hard and tough and raw. It's not that. We're here to do a job, and our job is to keep you safe. Our job is to make sure that your loved ones who unfortunately do get incarcerated from time to time come home in the same manner that they went in. We don't want them to be harmed when they come out. Where's the puppies? Where's the puppies? In our institution, we have a dog program. These dogs are given to us to rehab. It works for us because our inmates can take care of these dogs. And they train these dogs to be service dogs. Look at you looking all pretty for the camera. Yeah, look at you all pretty for the camera. It's a sense of accomplishment that those inmates get that radiates through the rest of the institution. These guys are showing that while you're here, you can still make a difference for the people out there. Cute. Oh, yeah. You're a cute puppy. He's a cute puppy. Good boy, Good boy. Yeah. See, I wish I could adopt you. I really wish I could, but my dog will eat you. Yeah, my dog will eat you. That's all he's been around. Having a dog is, I mean, it's like having somebody to do your time with. It's a lovable, cuddly, I mean, we don't deserve dogs as human beings. We really don't. We do not deserve dogs. They're so amazing. And I'm a cat person, and I'm saying this. And, you know, it gives them that sense of I'm taking care of something. I'm responsible for something. So I need to step my game up to provide for this animal.
When he sits down or lays down and relaxes, that's when you go up and you go forward, you pet him, you give him that.
Working at the prison, I do come across guys who have legitimate mental health issues. We had a gentleman that came in that unfortunately murdered the abuser of his daughter. His daughter was 6 years old, and he caught this gentleman in a sexual act with his daughter. He beat the guy to death. When he came to us, he got put on a suicide watch because he was broken. He felt that he lost everything in the world. As a corrections officer, I was the first person to talk to him. And everybody goes through those moments, and just because one guy makes a mistake doesn't make them less of a human being. It just, you know, we have to realize that working in this field.
Yeah.
The inmates have no idea that we're married. My husband and I met here, in his words, he saw me in roll call and said, "Oh my God, that's gonna be my wife." And it was awkward for me to overhear that as I'm standing 2 feet in front of him. But I turned to him and I was like, "Excuse me?" He goes, "Nothing, nothing." Yeah, it was a very awkward conversation. I just kicked from there, and honestly, I can say that he's my soulmate. And I found him here, strangely enough, in prison, where I said I'd never find anybody. I found my husband in prison. And when I tell people that, they look at me weird, and then I have to tell them that he's an officer. Like, where'd you guys meet? Prison. Love you.
Love you.
Don't get hurt.
You know, back in the day when I first started in the Department of Corrections, there was a lot of prisons being built in the 90s. There was a lot of sentencing changes in laws, a lot more incarceration. It's become, sadly to say, it's an industry in this nation, and we need to get back to helping people and getting people back out to where they need to be with their families, with their friends, and trying to change the thought process of society. This is no longer a 3 strikes and you're out. I mean, we need to be a society that helps one another, and I think it's our job in corrections to do that, and that's what we're attempting to do. We have a moral compass about ourselves. I mean, we believe in the right thing. We believe in a judicial system that works for everybody and not just a few. We don't believe that all people belong locked up in a prison. It's our charge to be the counselor, the mom, the dad, you know, trying to steer people in the right direction, because once again, I mean, I've ran into these guys on the streets and had those conversations. It makes you proud when you know that you've had somebody that's been locked up in a prison and you actually see them on the street and say, you know what, I did my job. It's not just about keeping society safe from criminals, it's about returning incarcerated felons to productive citizens.
I like the sense of stability that I have with this job. I like the health care that we get. I like the paychecks that we get. I like the fact that I don't have to worry about losing my job every other day. I like the being able to provide for my kids. I have 2, I call them bonus children. They're my stepkids, but I like being able to take them out. I like going hiking with them and camping, and I like being able to put a roof over their heads. I worked at a steel mill for a short period of time as a security officer, and I always got told, "You're not union." And I asked, "Okay, so what's union?" And they explained to me everything that the union affords, and I'm like, well, that ain't a bad idea. So then when I finally got this job several years later, they said, "Oh, hey, you're part of the union." I'm like, yes, I'm part of a union. I'm excited because I want to help my fellow officers. I want to help people that are going through trying times. I want to protect those people. I like being mother hen, you know. The fact that our union gives us education money so I can go back to school is awesome. Like, spectacularly awesome. Unions for me is just, it's security in and of itself. I mean, I'm glad I'm part of a union now. They tell you when you first start doing this job that you need to have a hobby, and mine's music. I don't think I could have made it as long as I had without music. It's my calming point. It's so relaxing, and it just makes me feel happy.
I've been sitting here staring at the clock on the wall. I've been laying here praying she won't call. It's just another call from home. You'll get in and be gone, and I'll be crying. I'll be begging you, baby, begging not to leave. And I'll be left here waiting with my heart on my sleeve. Oh, for the next time we'll be. Seems like a million years, and I think I'm dying. Baby, why don't you stay? Oh, there you go. I got nervous, so I messed up.